We are in Tokyo, Japan. And you know what? Rather than immerse ourselves too much into local culture, how about we visit an American conglomerate's theme park instead? We're heading to the House of Mouse. And no, not Disneyland, that'd be redundant. We're going to Tokyo DisneySea, which has to be Disney's weirdest theme park. Follow along as we explore this park, its attractions, and its questionable snacks. This is DisneySea. Now, before we do all that, we're going to have to get there, which is just a simple matter of navigating Tokyo's JR train system from Shinjuku Station to Mahihama, where there's a transfer to the Disney Resort.
Take the Disney monorail.
Luckily, the Disney Tram is pretty easy to identify. Once on board, it's only a short 10-minute ride. And hey, by the way, like and subscribe. We passed Disneyland before arriving at our destination.
Konnichiwa and welcome to Tokyo DisneySea.
Upon entering the park, you'll be greeted with the Aquadome and some recognizable Disney characters, as well as some characters you won't recognize.
The main mascot are these bears that I never heard of. There's Duffy and Duffy's friends, Mary Lou and whoever.
Apparently Duffy was Mickey's teddy bear.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
In lieu of Main Street USA, you'll find Mediterranean Harbor, which has a rustic, seaside Mediterranean, old town village vibe to it. I guess if you found yourself in Japan but wanting to visit Venice, this would be a good stop. Ahead and across the lagoon is an active volcano. We've decided that this is going to be our first stop today. This lagoon serves as a central hub to the park the way the castle would at Disneyland. Every zone sort of spokes out from this central point.
So all the waits are obviously horrendous. They have a premier access thing you have to pay extra for. We're going to do that because you know what? We want to see everything we can.
Something was lost in translation because that pass was valid for one ride only and not all day like I thought it was. We spent plenty of time waiting in lines. So do your research and do better.
So we're going to go check out Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is one of the better rides here at the DisneySea Resort. And we get to skip the line, so that's good.
Located in the volcano, this is Journey to the Center of the Earth. And as cool as the theming to this line seems, I'm really happy we got to blow right through it.
Priority pass was definitely worth it. This thing wraps like 3 times around the perimeter of the volcano outside. We came straight in and we're like about to load onto the ride immediately.
I'm not sure what to expect here, but these Jules Verne-like carriages await us. We board, and I gotta say, this is a pretty epic dark ride that takes you through wondrous caverns of colorful crystals, beautiful stalagmites, and deeper in through the center of the Earth where there are lightning storms and what I guess is our rock lobster? Beyond the dark ride elements, this is also a thrilling roller coaster.
Journey to the Center of the Earth. Very cool. That was one of the best Disney rides ever, I think.
I agree. If that was in Disneyland back home, I'd be on that one every time.
Let's not dispense the title of best ride in the park just yet, because there's a huge body of water here, home to another Jules Verne classic. This is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it's closed. For those of you that might be missing a medieval castle vibe at Disney, there is this medieval courtyard. And while there aren't really any attractions here, there is an upscale restaurant that features gorgeous food. This is Magellan's, and it requires a reservation, which we don't have. So our consolation prize is this greasy, questionable-looking piece of chicken. Basically inedible. We're gonna go hungry for now and move right along to Mermaid Lagoon, which is one of the coolest and most unique parts of DisneySea. This is home to King Triton's castle. And as a child of the 80s, I had a copy of Little Mermaid on VHS, and I always wanted to see this castle in person, and here it is. Such stunning mosaic work, it's just a beautiful place to look around. King Triton himself sits at the front with a royal proclamation, which is basically inviting you for a day pass to explore his kingdom. Which I gotta say is pretty cool. Once inside, the build out of this place is spectacular. You definitely feel like you're in the movie.
Under the sea.
This whole area is geared more for children. If you're an adult, there isn't really much to do here except dress up, I guess.
There's so many people who dress really well as characters. I can't tell actually if it's a real character or it's just a person.
We spent some time walking around and exploring and found Ariel's playground, which was a playground. We made our way deeper in, through these whale bones, and ultimately found Ursula's lair.
She hits different in Japanese.
Venturing further in, we found ourselves Ariel's hidden collection of human crap. Couldn't find any dinglehoppers or snarfblats, though. Anyway, it's time to head back to the surface, because I want to go where the people are. This is the American Waterfront, and it's basically turn-of-the-century New York.
This does not feel like Disneyland.
There are some shows to check out here, and a vaudevillian Mr. Potato Head that looks kinda high, an intersection that doesn't exist, and naturally, some brownstones with stoops.
All right, here, I found myself some steps in the Manhattan section, which is very Manhattan-esque of me. Anyway, we're gonna try snack attempt number 2, a good old American hot dog. How can you fuck that up, right?
And the verdict is?
Subarashi.
We're heading to the Tower of Terror, which we obviously have in California as well, only it's Guardians of the Galaxy themed. I think this one is OG and still haunted hotel themed.
I feel terror already.
They call it the Hotel High Tower, and it's super cool. Sort of has a fantastical Upper West Side Beaux-Arts vibe to it. Inside, the vibe is dark, mysterious, and the stained glass is animated. I obviously don't speak Japanese, but from what I gather, there's an eccentric rich guy who owns a hotel and enjoys collecting antiques, one of which is evil and maliciously tampered with the elevator, I guess. But we're gonna get on anyway. This ride sends you upwards and downwards at high velocity through an elevator shaft, before ultimately leading you to a massive free fall. Next up is Port Discovery, which has sort of a futuristic aquatic research lab aesthetic to it. It's home to Aquatopia. If that sounds familiar, it's a lot like Autotopia back home, only instead of cars, you'll be riding in these watercraft while avoiding obstacles and experiencing near misses.
Hello, Roque. Goodbye.
Port Discovery is home to another sit-down restaurant, and this one didn't require a reservation, fortunately. And there's wine.
This is the Halloween special meat patty. It's actually not bad. It's like a sort of an elevated Salisbury steak with gravy. It's pretty good.
Just had lunch/dinner. We're on our way to see the Nemo show. And then hopefully it's going to be really dark by then when we come out and we can see this whole place lit up at night.
I'd say the odds of that are looking pretty good because it's getting dark already. All right, so this is Nemo and Friends SeaRider, which takes place in a fictional marine life institute, where presumably you'd learn about marine life as well as how to put on a seatbelt. Once on board the vessel, it's obvious this is a motion ride, a lot like Star Tours. We head into the ocean before being shrunk down to fish size. Dory's part of this adventure, and yes, we found Nemo. I think I enjoyed the sea turtles and riding the ocean currents best.
That's relaxing and very cute.
Some sort of adventure took place. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Anyway, onward to more adventure. This is the Lost River Delta, which has sort of an ancient Mayan, Aztec jungle flavor to it.
Wonder if they ever have heads rolling down this thing.
Yeah, every 15 minutes.
The theming here is super well done. I love all the water and fire elements. It gives me a good excuse to film in slow motion. The Lost River Delta is home to Raging Spirits, a sort of cursed temple minecart escape thing. Kind of reminded me of the third act of Indiana Jones 2, though this has no affiliation to it.
We're about to get on.
This ride is sick. Just an awesome coaster. Super fast, lots of twists and turns, cool lighting. I definitely recommend riding this one at night. And if you were missing Indiana Jones, that ride is here too, but it's just like any other one, except Japanese. It's time we depart the Mayan temples and head to the Arabian Coast. Stepping foot here makes you feel like you walked onto Aladdin, and here's Jasmine's flying carpets. Disney Imagineering killed it in this zone. I mean, it's obviously fantastical, but it doesn't totally feel like a theme park. there are plenty of people taking selfies, and who can blame them? Now, there are basically 2 attractions worth checking out here. One of them is Sinbad's Storybook Adventure, which is basically just It's a Small World After All, without all the ethnic diversity. This slow-moving boat ride takes you through a bunch of animatronic scenes of Sinbad's adventure, which is inspired heavily by the Arabian Nights tales. You'll find yourself floating by mermaids, giant rock birds carrying villains clad in black, a mischievous little tiger, treasure, and what I'm assuming is a green genie. There's also a lute-playing monkey and a big blue whale. One more interesting thing to note about Sinbad's world is that fireworks look like doilies here. Fresh off the boat, we're on to the next attraction in the Arabian Coast, which is the Magic Lamp Theater. First, we must make our way through a marketplace before ultimately being greeted with a talking snake. The experience here is basically a live-action show mixed with 3D video elements featuring the genie taking a bath. It seemed pretty fun. It's getting late and it's time to say goodbye to the Arabian Coast, and hello once again to King Triton's castle, just to see what it'll look like at night. And it looks awesome. Disney did a good job using colored lighting and 3D projection mapping to create these effects here. Alright, we're back at the main lagoon, and this is a great place to see the whole park lit up at night. And we're here just in time for the epic fireworks show.
DisneySea, we Disney saw.
And I'm Disney Done. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps out tremendously with the algorithm. And stay tuned for more adventures around Japan and around the world. Thanks for watching.